Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, March the 1st, 2024. A few years ago, Darko started looking at yearly charts to help with long-term trading decisions. Now, before you roll your eyes and scoff at the idea of a yearly chart being of any use, I urge you to listen to this video. And I think the evidence is irrefutable that the yearly chart is of great use for long-term trading. In fact, Darko considers the yearly bias for all of his trading decisions, and his track record's been, outstanding every single year for over 6 years now. Now, to be clear, we don't take trades off the yearly chart. Okay, it's only for a trading bias for the year, and trades can still be taken against that bias if it makes logical sense to do so. But the context of the yearly bias can be of tremendous help, especially when you're considering trade management. Unless you're a member of Darko's long-term trading service, you've probably never even considered looking at a yearly chart, but hopefully you'll see the benefit of using it once you see this video. All right, please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button if you like this video. We'd really appreciate that. Okay, here is Darko.
Hi everyone, Darko here for a bonus video about what I have learned from the yearly candle. Okay, so if you ask me, I would say this bonus video is the most important bonus video I have ever produced in Coach's Corner. Why? Because this will do the groundwork for next year's trading. Okay, I come across the yearly candle action by accident in 2021. Okay, so basically 2021 was like exercising, seeing how things worked. It needs time, everything needs time. Okay, and for this year 2022 was the first year I actually stalked watching the yearly candle very closely, month by month, and I have realized I wouldn't call mistakes. Mistakes are like negative correlated word. I would say experience. Okay, so there is no excuse for 2023. Okay, I have now 2 years of live watching the yearly candle. I would say 2022 was the first year where things sinked into my brain, and I'm doing endless of background work, chart exercising. If I don't share those knowledge with you, then there's no point of not doing it, because first and foremost I want to grow as a trader, and the knowledge that I learn from the chart exercising, I want to share those observations with you in order to help you throughout your journey. Enough talking, let's get started. Okay, and all of the things that I will be showing you will be in hindsight for educational purposes. Okay, and this is what I have learned. Okay, so if you go to this, all the candles that I'm talking of is the fixed yearly candle of previous year, because this year is not fixed yet. So the fixed year was 2021. Let me ask you this: is this a bearish or bullish candle action? Okay, simple question. It's 100% bearish. Okay, and you have a line in the sand where the yearly neckline is. Okay, so this is a bearish candle action. Okay, and I have draw a vertical line to show you where the year started. Okay, so the year started by breaching that level, that line in the sand. Okay, so and then we got a fakie. This is the monthly correction. Okay, do you guys remember the fractal of the market? It looks like a bullish signal on a weekly chart, but if you go to the monthly chart, it's just the fractal of the market. Okay, so what I have learned is that like there were lots of opportunities in here to enter that shorting opportunity with a high stop loss based mainly on the yearly candle action, which was bearish. Okay, and obviously price went into these necklines perfectly to drop. Okay, so identify if the previous yearly candle is bullish, bearish, or neutral. and also you have to put that candle action into context. Okay, next one. Is this bearish or bullish candle action? It's 100% bearish. So therefore, your bias for the year of 2022 should be bearish. Okay, things could always change along the way, and price will tell you that on a monthly chart. But until price do so, you have to have faith in the previous yearly candle. Okay, and this was the start of the year. We started by, having in December we had a bullish ACAT at support. The next coming month got filled, went up. You have to have in your back of your head that, I'm trading against the yearly candle action. Let's be mindful of that price will be reversing on my long trade using hands on. Okay, and then price gave you 1-2 bearish ACATs in alignment with the previous yearly candle action. Okay, everything were there. You just need to see it. And now I have learned. AJ, okay, is this bullish or bearish? I would say it's 100% bullish. If you are unsure, we have methods for everything to make it as objective as possible. You draw a fib from the lowest point to the highest point. Did we close above the 50%? In this specific case, we closed above the 382. So there is no doubt in anyone's mind that this is a bullish candle action. Okay, what do you think will happen for the next coming year? In this case, in this year, well, price corrected itself. Okay, this was the start of the year. We started in December where bullish ACAT at support. The next coming month in January was the fill, and that, one-way ticket. And this is also the carry trade pairs, because you will gain the interest rates differential. Okay, so not only you made money by making pips, you also made money by the interest rate differential. Okay, and you will see that the yearly candle action won't work on every single pair. Focus that 80-90% of the time it's working. Ignore those 10-20 times when it's not working. Nothing works all the time in the market. Is this bullish or bearish candle action? Well, you might say, Darko, I don't know. Well, we have methods for everything, or I have developed method for everything for you to take away the subjectivity. Did we close at or above the 50%? We close at the 50%, so it's technically bullish. It's a weaker version of bullish, but it's still bullish. Okay, and let's just see, this was the start of the year. Okay, let's go to the monthly chart. This was the start of the year in January. Price pulled back into these levels of support, never looked back. Okay, Aussie dollar, is this bullish or bearish yearly candle action? Well, it's 100% bearish. If you are unsure, draw a fib from up to down. If it's a bearish candle action, we closed below the 382. 100% objective. It is bearish. Okay, this was the start of the year. We bounced from a very strong level of support. We fractured ourselves up and then never looked back for the entire year. Okay, for the entire, since April, this never looked back again. And there were lots of opportunities to be made by trading the daily, weekly, okay, by drawing this line and seeing those signals, taking things out, and involving yourself in those trading opportunities. Cat Swissy, is this bearish or bullish? Well, but just by eyeballing it, it looks bearish, but let's see, yeah, it's a bearish candle action. Okay, the problem with this one, this high is higher than this high, but this is nonetheless a bearish candle action. So there were we went up into this level of resistance. What's this? A monthly bearish ACAT. Okay, at this yearly level, at this monthly level, it's also it's just yearly and monthly level. Monthly ACAT never looked back for the rest of the year. Okay, CAD yen. Is this a bullish or bearish candle action? Well, it's 100% bullish. Okay, if you mark this significant neckline on the yearly chart, bullish candle action, where did price stop at? Okay, this is a very, very shallow retracement correction. Okay, it would be super nice if price went down into these levels, but the thing with the market is you don't dictate the rules. You have to mark these levels and you never know where price is reacting. Okay, this is the start of the year. What's this? A bullish ACAT correction, never looked back. Okay, Swiss yen. Is this a bullish or bearish candle action? Well, it's a bullish candle action. This was all the retracement, she wrote. We never went down any more further than this. This is the start of the year. Unfortunately, this is very difficult to catch, because you usually expect maybe a deeper retracement, at least to the 50%, or maybe into the zone. That never happened. But along the way, you could find a reason to buy these pullbacks. Okay, this was the start of the year. This high is higher than this high. Corrected down, went up. Corrected down, went up. Ranged, breakout, range. Okay, so this one would have been a bit hard to catch. Okay, dollar index, I was completely wrong about this one. If you go back and re-listen to the yearly, I think it was a yearly PMA, I would say I said in that PMA, if I'm not mistaken, this will be heading down forever. Big mistake that I have learned from. Okay, what is price doing? Price went down into this level of support. Is this a bullish or bearish candle action? I'm ignoring the fundamentals, okay, because there were signs there as well. This is purely technical. Is this bullish or bearish? 100% bullish. Okay, this was the start of the year. Very shallow retracement, okay, into these levels of support. This is a monthly support. Okay, this is the start of the year, closed 100% bullish. Okay, what does this look like? Let me just grab my pen for you. Okay, this high is higher than this high. Price went down. This is a set and forget long with a low stop loss. Price never looked back for the rest of the year. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing you this, like I said, this will be the groundwork for next year, because next year there's no excuses. We will make next year, like, even if I will do a top down on every single pair on a yearly chart, first day or week of the year, and even if the stop loss is like 3, 4, 500%, I will, just for fun, even if I'm only like putting down just 2 micro loss, just to experimental, just see if we only did everything by the book. I don't care about the money. Okay, I just care about, like, hey, because if the stop loss is like 3, 4, 500%, sorry, 3, 400%, or maybe 500 pips, sorry, then yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, we will waiting for a signal, right? But what if, taking these trades, even if it's like a super tiny lots, just for fun, just to see, and just leave it alone. Okay, and see what would have changed by the end of the year. Just building more confidence, more experience. Super important. Is this a bearish or bullish candle action? Well, it's 100% bearish. The only problem with this one is coming over yearly support. We are stuck between support and resistance. But again, What is the last question? Is this bullish or bearish? It's bearish. Okay, this was the start of the year. Price hit up to a very logic level of resistance, dropped. Okay, were there any signs of taking this? Well, it depends. We are definitely coming off an opposing level, but if we disregard the opposing levels and only focus of, now it's the third time I'm saying this, 100% bearish. Well, is this a natural stop that you are okay with, to put your stop loss just above this level? Never looked back. Never looked back. Okay, see how we perfectly respect this level again. Okay, this is the line in the sand that has been holding forever. Okay, so yeah, you know, when I did this for some months ago, I almost fall on my chair. It's just like I was like, geez, I went for a walk. I was like so, you know, fascinated about, like, geez, like there were so many signals like were like passed by. The clues were there. You just need to see it. Is this a bearish or bullish candle action? Well, it's 100% bearish. Okay, you mark this neckline. This is a very strong neckline. Okay, not because it's only a weekly chart, it's a yearly chart. It's because of the body and wicks correlation. Okay, look what happened. Okay, price dropped all these lines that I'm drawing for you nowadays. Okay, I know there are some micro swings there. Ignore them, and we are ranging. This low is definitely below this low. We went up into that yearly level. Never looked back for the rest of the year. Never looked back. You only needed to identify, is this a bearish or bullish candle action? Obviously, like I said, you need to put in context, like how is the yearly chart is looking, but nonetheless, always ask bullish or bearish. Euro Swissy, let me ask you this. Is this a bearish or bullish candle action? Well, it's 100% bearish. 100% bearish. This was the start of the year. Just after that, in February, we retraced back into this level of resistance. Very logic level. Okay, very logic level. And price gave you a weekly pattern, or a weekly move. Okay, there are always like, don't worry about like, hey, where do you enter? There are always like, once you know, hey, my bias is short, I have, just find a reason to short that pair. Like if you mark this level, you have a natural stop, put it like a bit above, because if price like wicks that level, perfectly hold to the pip and drop. Okay, Euro pound, this one is a tricky one. Well, is this bearish or bullish? Bearish. Okay, the only problem with this one, this high is higher than the previous year's high, but it's nonetheless a bearish candle action. But what did happen? We went up to these levels that had been holding since 2009 and dropped. Okay, Euro yen, is this bullish or bearish? Well, Darko, I'm not sure. This is subjective. No, it's not. Draw a fib. If it's a bullish candle from the lowest low to the highest high, did we close above the 50%? we did close above the 382. It's a bullish candle action, 100% objective. Okay, and price this was the start of the year. What price did was, price was correcting down into support and never looked back. Okay, never looked back. And these are the type of trades that I will, just for the sake of it, just to gather more experience, well, I don't care if this is like 500 pips. Take this entry, put your stop loss below this. If you don't, just trade 1 microlot, trade 2 microlots. It's not about the money, it's about trusting the system, building confidence, because if you can make $1, you can make $1 million. You just need to have a system and having faith in what you are seeing and doing. Super important. Okay, Euro Kiwi. Is this bullish or bearish? Well, you might say, I'm not sure. Okay. Did we close below the 50%? No, we close at the 50%. Well, it's technically bullish. It's a weaker bullish candle action, but it's nonetheless bullish. Okay. In this specific case, if I go to a different data feed provider, you will put this in context and you say this low is lower than this low. We corrected on a yearly chart and now we should be dropping. Sure. That's in context. Then you have to have that in the back of your head. Maybe use a proper trade management hands-on. But this is nonetheless a bullish candle action. This low were lower than this low. And now we need to see how things are going for the next coming year. Euro USD is just the opposite of dollar index. This is a bearish candle action, price drop. Pound Aussie. Okay, is this bullish or bearish? It's bullish. In this specific case, it was a bit hard to, this is, you know, the 10% when it's like a bit hard to, to grasp, and which is completely fine. Like I said, 10 to 20 times of the 10 to 20% of the pairs, it's not working perfectly, but 80 to 90% is working perfectly. So let's just focus on these ones. Obviously, this reacted perfectly from these triple necklines. Okay, Pound CAD, is this bearish or bullish? You might say it looks neutral. Well, how did we close? We closed below the 382. Well, it's more bearish than bullish. Okay, look what happened. Okay, this was the start of the year. 2 consecutive bearish ACATs, never looked back for the remaining time of the year. Pound Swissy, is this bearish or bullish? 100% bearish. Look what happened. Okay, price went up into these levels. These necklines on a monthly chart gave you so many ACATs. Actually, to be dead honest with you, this reacted the first month of the year in January from these levels. Okay, never looked back. These are ACATs, and based on the wicks in here for the next coming month, looks like a healthy retracement for an entry. Okay, Pound Yen, is this bullish or bearish? 100% bullish. Look what happened in the remaining year. Okay, price went down into these levels, never looked back. We had several several times when price retraced back into the level of support. Bullish or bearish? Bullish. Okay, and this is again the 10% that is a bit hard to understand, that it's like a bit work, and price tells you that we have been ranging since 2017. We disregard this pair. Pound dollar, bearish or bullish? 100% bearish. Look what happened the next coming year. There were lots of chances to enter. This was a bearish ACAT. Okay, actually we took a longing opportunity in the beginning of the year, and this was the target. What I did miss is this monthly ACAT and price drop for the rest of the year. Very straightforward support and resistance trading, waiting for a signal. In this specific case, a monthly ACAT. You know, we all know that monthly ACATs, weekly ACATs, daily pattern, weekly move. I would say we will add weekly pattern as well for next year. I will introduce you to that when the time is right. Okay, Kiwi CAD, is this bearish or bullish? 100% bearish. Look what happened for the next coming year. If you mark this level in here, this neckline, okay, price closed below this level, 100% bearish candle action. Well, don't tell me this is, well, it's obviously hindsight, sure, but you know the signals were there. Okay, never looked back. Never looked back. Okay, Kiwi Swissy, bearish or bullish? 100% bearish. Look what happened the next coming year. Okay, this was the start of the year. Price corrected itself into resistance. Inside bar, never looked back. Kiwi yen, bullish or bearish? Well, Darko, I'm not sure. Well, let's be sure then. Draw a fib. Did we close at or above the 50%? We closed clearly above the 50%. It's more bullish than bearish. Okay. What happened the next coming year? Bullish. Okay. Price, this was the start of the year. Went down into this level of support. Never looked back for the rest of the year. Okay. Kiwi dollar. Bearish or bullish? 100% bearish. Dropped like no tomorrow for the remaining year, for the rest of the year. Okay, this was the start. Price corrected itself into resistance, never looked back for the entire year. Okay, never looked back. How did that look like on a weekly chart? 2 time frames below. Okay, marking levels of support and resistance. Sorry, the 2 times below should be the daily, but I'm just watching this weekly move. Okay, price went up, never looked back. USD CAD, is this bullish or bearish? 100% bullish. If that was not enough, we are also coming off yearly support. Okay, this was the start of the year. Price went down into level of support. Okay, never looked back. Never looked back. USD Swissy, is this bearish or bullish? Bearish. If you are unsure, draw fib. The only problem with this one, this high was higher than this high, so it's hard to know where it will stop. And this unfortunately stopped just before the major resistance. Well, we just skip this pair for now and regroup for next year. Hopefully this will close as a bearish ACAT on a yearly chart, and I know exactly what to do for next year. Okay, USD yen, is this bullish or bearish? 100% bullish. Okay, what happened the next year? Never looked back. In this specific case, this is another pair which is like a bit hard to catch, because I would say you might expect a deeper retracement, at least to the 50% of the candle or into the zone. The 50% of the candle, if I mark this, show this on a monthly chart. Okay, look where the 50% is. If I mark this level in here, okay, this 50% is golden opportunity. If I make this bigger, okay, let me just grab my pen for you so it will be super clear. Do you see this heavy level of resistance? Support. Support. This is the start of the year. If price retrace back into this level and give you a monthly ACAT, no brainer. Okay, no brainer. Even if we go to the zone, which is between the 618 and the 786, this was the neckline I was looking for. Price never looked back. There were signs. I will show you that. Okay, by marking these levels. Well, would you agree that this is double, strong, triple neckline? Price held this level like for ages. Well, what's this? Price comes down, hits that level, and gives you a monthly ACAT. It's not technically an ACAT because this low is not lower than this low, but it's nonetheless a bullish candle action. How did that look like on a weekly chart? Let's see here. If I make this bigger, you see this breakout? This high is higher than this high. Price retraced back into this level of support. Never looked back for the remaining year. Okay, you might say, if we get that healthy retracement back into the zone or the 50%, then what I was waiting for was something like this. Hits this level and then go up. Well, why not take this trade? Like, are you afraid for a full loss? Take a full loss. And then you take this short, it will pay off this losing trade, and then comes down into support, and then you involve yourself in a longer opportunity and take that as well. By taking every single, which we always do, the thing is that, like I said, what was the subject line for this bonus? What I have learned. Okay? So yeah, I have learned a lot, and hopefully by showing you this bonus video, sharing my backtesting experience of the yearly candle, will give you a hope you never felt before for next year. Okay? And look very much forward to the first yearly PMA in 1st of January or 2nd of January. Okay, and then we know exactly what to do for 2023, and just for fun, I will be marking some of the levels and just take tiny lot, just put it there and leave it alone for the rest of the year, or at least until we hit a legit level of opposing level, and takes, just exit and gather more experience. If you don't afford to do this on a live account, don't worry, open a demo account just for fun. It's demo money, right? Whatever I show you on the yearly levels for next year, take those trades on a demo account, and then look at your account last December 2023. Okay, and by doing this, you will train your own brain to see the value of the yearly candle. Okay, and then you will evolve yourself for the next coming year, for 2024, and then you will make yourself a fortune. Okay, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy this session. Let me know what your thoughts are, and we take it from there. Thank you. Have a great day. Cheers.
So there you go. Interesting stuff, isn't it? And look, this is for long-term trading bias, not for short-term trading, obviously. Okay, but I hope you were able to see the value and how the yearly chart can be very helpful. Alrighty, thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.